What's up? Okay. The Unspoken Word Podcast Show. What's the business? I'm Chaotic One. I got my main man on the other side of me right there. Well, that way probably.
Yes, sir.
Lindsey Wayne. What's happening,
Yes,
brother?
sir. Yes, sir. What's the word, baby bird?
What's happening? I got my phone going crazy right now. How you doing today?
Oh man, I could be better. I can't complain. I could be
Yeah,
worse. You know,
yeah, yeah.
if I complain, who gonna listen?
Right. Hey, that's one of the sayings that I got. I'm like, I be like, shit. If I complain, who gon' who gonna give a fuck anyway? I be saying
You
something like
know,
that too. I be having people cracking up when I use that. So what's going
right?
on in the world today, brothers? It look like you got it going on over there doing a little something, man. Getting your head right.
Oh man, you know the business. Every so often, I got to splurge a little bit.
Yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
uh,
Man, it's
uh,
amazing, man. So let's talk about a couple of things that's going on in the world right now, man. Um,
let's do that.
well, first of all, let's just tell them that the Unspoken Podcast Show is something that me and my brother came up with. What, about a year ago or something like that? A couple years
Yeah,
ago. We've been talking over it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we wanted to do something that was direct and for the people. We wanted to speak on topics and matters that the people might not hear or are kind of afraid to talk about. I won't even say afraid. We just talk about the shit that people ain't talking about. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we we collectively wanted to come together and make this happen. You feel me? So
Yes, sir.
we searched for a platform, and boom, we finally found one. Yeah, and it's working. It's looking good. Things is working the way it's fucking supposed to. But without further ado, Lindsey Wayne, what's the business, brother?
Oh man, just trying to soak up as much knowledge as I can and tell it. You know, give my people, information that I'm getting that they may not know about. You know,
Right, right.
or that's going on that they keep us in the dark a lot. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
So,
you have to
hey, so I was just
learn.
I just seen how you feel about the Ti and the Tiny thing, man?
I haven't really heard too much about it. I've been seeing a lot of. I be on so much more other stuff, you know. Um, when I heard about it, I just hadn't did the research about what was going on.
Uh-huh.
Um, I say, you tell me something about it. What's the word? What they saying? And let
Well,
me get my
the
input on it. I mean, because I
well,
still got an opinion.
well, lately it's alleged that allegedly they said that Ti and his wife Tiny had been trafficking women. Um, I guess I don't. I believe the chick's name is Sabrina or something like that. Supposed to came out and started this whole tirade about them trafficking girls and drugging them. They was having parties and I guess Sabrina is one of the chicks that was sleeping with them and doing threesomes and stuff with them. And I think that they stopped dealing with her. And once they stopped dealing with her, they that's when she kind of went on a tirade from what I've understood. So now
The
it
money
started
stuff.
off with about one or two chicks. Now they up to about 30. They're saying that, they was either drugged, gave Molly, or something to that effect.
Okay. My opinion is everybody grown. These ain't no little kids we talking about, right?
That's what they claiming. That's what they're trying to say now, that it's some kids involved.
I don't play the kid shit. But as far as them being adults, you can't stop. No, anybody can do something, then make up a story and say they didn't, or they ain't know nothing about it. As far as adults, I don't play that shit. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got to do more. I got to be there, or I got to do more research in order to know for sure. Because anybody can tell you anything. But I
yeah,
say this though: if you grown and you there, cause come on, boy, you know how to entertain. Everybody that mess with the entertainment business know how it goes. And if
right,
you there, you're there for a reason.
right.
I think it's
Well,
very sudden.
well,
Huh?
when he got, when T.I., I was watching. It was funny because I was watching this other podcast, and it was talking about how T.I. had when he went to prison and only did that year, that he had joined the elites then. So he pretty much, I guess they saying that he got in at that point. That's why he didn't do no jail time or none of that. But as of lately, they were saying that it was this big insurance company that he was going after. It was supposedly been him, Jay-Z, and some other people that's supposed to been going after this big ass insurance company that was funding the slave trade, and he was supposed to be getting some
You
money.
know,
He was
you
supposed to
know
be
what?
getting some money to try to give black folks reparations back. I don't know if that's true, but I was watching a podcast and a couple people had called in and was talking about how he you know that's what was going on, and he had dropped a few videos about it and all that shit, talking about this company and how he was gonna go at their necks and shit. So some people think that the bigger wigs is trying to teach him a lesson. Cause he have been on, he has been,
Good.
he kind of been on his Black Power shit,
They got
you
so
know.
many secrets and shit. They got so many secrets and underground hidden shit that you just don't know. You can't believe shit they say. That could be a ploy to get more money. He could have signed something or did something for him, and the way he get another 100 million is to play off a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna win it for sure. But that's his payment of what you know what I'm saying? So I don't believe shit a motherfucker say. You know what I mean? I had to do my research. And as far as reparations, if you ain't got none now, this is what I get so fucking upset about. Excuse my language. I I don't like asking nobody for nothing, and I'm tired of my people asking for something. You keep asking a motherfucker for something, that means you ain't powerful enough to get it.
Right.
So they got the power to tell you yes or no. I'm not accepting no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Stop
fully
asking white
understand.
folks. Stop asking white folks for shit because actually them ain't even the same white folks. It's different white folks. You know, they got the
Yeah.
rich, the ones you don't see, the real racists,
The
the real,
motherfuckers who secretly, hey, the motherfuckers who secretly running things.
shot callers. Huh?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Them, them
But
your
yeah, he
enemy. Them the motherfuckers that don't like us.
I truly believe, like, my take on it
Sorry
is
to say.
definitely I feel like T.I. definitely has went to another level in his career. So he is in with he is in with a deeper state of folks. You know what I mean? And I do believe, it's either, my theory on it is either two things. It's one, either he got in with the elites and he seen what they was doing and he thought he could do that shit and forgot he was black,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
or either he was doing some bullshit and they knew about it and he pissed somebody off, and now but it's the powerful
Punish
people
him.
that can do this. Because if
Right.
you really look at
Right.
it, if you look at the pattern of it, it's kind of almost happened in the same way Bill Cosby started off with,
Mm-hmm.
like, one woman, two women. Then all of a sudden it was up to damn near 50 women.
Hmm.
Now they started
Yeah.
off with him with one, women. I'm sorry, women, and all of a sudden now he's at like 30. They at like 30 women. That's coming. Everybody's coming out the woodwork. Now I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's a ploy. That's why I was just asking, what your thoughts on that situation was.
Um, as far as the sex, his sexcapade or whatever, I say if you're grown, I ain't got no business, whatever another person doing in bed is their business, I'm not in your business like that. But as far as hurting people or, got laws for that, and the truth, what's in the dark will come to light, you know what I mean? So if it's really that he's doing
That's what I
hurting
think.
people,
Like as I was watching this podcast and people was calling in, it was an overwhelming amount of people who was saying that what comes to the dark, what's done in the dark is coming to the light. So a lot
yes,
of people
sir.
are saying that he's knee deep in. Then there was a couple callers that came in and was like, "Why do us as black people always why do we always, soon as the elite start dragging us through the mud, why do we join the bandwagon and drag them with us?" And then like one caller was saying like there's nobody stands up for like who's really came out and stood up for Ti, who's came out and stood up for Bill Cosby. It's like soon as the tirade jumps off, we jump right on the
See, that,
bandwagon with him. And that's what that brother that called in was saying on that podcast. He was like, why do we do that as black people? You know what I mean? Like, why do we always have
uh,
to go? And as soon as they create the narrative behind what the black man was, we don't even do no research. We just jump right on the bandwagon and be like, "Yep, that's what's coming to the dark." Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? That whole tirade and shit.
sound good. A lot of people is in it for bullshit anyway, for gossip, for the best, funniest story. You know what I mean? Um, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking too much. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I wanted to tap in on some more of what you were saying. So I see now what I'm gonna start doing is keeping me a book right here. I mean, a notebook
Yeah.
right here,
Hey,
and
this is
those
what this is
things.
for, bro. This is exactly what this
Yes,
is
sir.
for. So we can run through the training. We can run through, get the kinks out the way, get the whatever, all that shit. Um, so what I wanted to tell you is that my um this platform we on, my
Yes,
business
sir.
partner is gonna pay the monthly bill for us to be on here on an upgraded account. So uh every I think, but I won't say every other episode, but when he's more than available, we all going to do the podcast. He gonna join in as like a co-host with
Hmm.
us. So
That's cool.
just giving you a
The more the
heads up
merrier.
to, huh?
I say the more the merrier. You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
like when we upgrade, we'll be able to we can join like damn near 10 people in.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like right now,
Yeah. I like.
on the account that we own, we still on the free one. I just wanted to do something free to try it out and see how it's working. And this motherfucker look like it's pretty good. It's like,
It look pretty good, but do people see this? Are we just talking?
no, we just talking right now. Nobody's seeing it. We ain't live or nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I can get me a see, because sometimes when you ask me some questions, some things I don't be wanting to say because you don't know who listening, and then you got to say I said between me and you, this is what the things that we need to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, Prior to running our
oh,
podcast or prior to
right,
broadcasting.
right. But that's what I was gonna tell you too, because as I was doing a little
Okay,
research,
come on.
hold on, let me see why my mic is not.
Because
Yeah,
I don't want to be a hypocrite. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to say one thing and then 10 years later down the line I'd be to said the opposite of what I said. So
right.
I know what I feel, you know what I'm saying, and I stick by my convictions. But
But no, I was gonna tell you as
I
I was
want us
doing some
both to
research.
be careful.
As I was doing some research, I was thinking like especially on YouTube. You know, we gotta really watch what we say, or they'll shut our whole fucking page down.
Right.
That's why I was
That's
trying to
right.
tell you,
And
like
that's
when
what
we
I'm
was
saying.
talking the other day, that's my whole point of trying to tell you, like, I don't think we should go all the way left like that. I think we should keep it. I almost think we should keep our podcast entertaining, man, versus really so political and godlike. And I don't really want to venture into that lane. I think we should keep it entertaining. We should keep it fun. We should keep, those kind of elements in there instead of going
We can do
too
that.
deep into that rabbit hole.
And,
Because my
until
thing
we
is
feel
I don't wanna build this shit up, man, and for it to get snatched down because of the shit that we talking
right,
about. So
right.
I personally think that
And then
we
we
say that.
then we have to learn what we can talk about because we still really don't know. I heard a couple of people, I was listening to their podcast and they were talking about the virus. They didn't even say the name. They was like, they said a name close to it, the Yahona, Yairus, shit like that, because they
Yeah,
couldn't say the whole name or
yeah,
and I was like, oh, I
yeah.
didn't know that. So,
We gotta definitely get our lingo down pat and all that shit.
right.
You feel me? Cause
But we can do it as we can learn as we go though. We can still keep going, but just be mindful about. You gotta be trying to. When I think as people on here, I don't want to say nothing about that. I know about some stars that be that bad mouth and told them my business that I know about their dirty ass or that I know and see. You know what I'm saying? So
right, right,
that information I put in the book or something. You want to pay for it? You know what I'm saying?
right.
I don't want to give
But
away shit
yeah,
free.
that's what I'm saying though. Like I think
But
like
knowledge.
we definitely should take on the route of keeping it fun and entertaining, man. I ain't even gonna lie,
Yeah.
cause you know how I already feel about um going in that rabbit hole and talking about that type of shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I believe that shit.
And then
I I believe
we
that shit.
still could do.
I believe that shit can present bad spirits and everything. And I don't want to jump down that rabbit hole that deep.
We still could what you call it, say what we say or record some shit. Like they do it when they ain't live. They still record shit. And they go down that rabbit hole when they feel like something. They woke up that morning, they feel like saying something because they didn't heard this and they did some research and found this out. Fuck that, I'm telling people. Type shit. We can do that and open our own. We ain't got to be live. You know what I'm saying? We can just do some recording like we do doing them recordings, and then they can run through it and see, have a topic, a name, a letterhead, or whatever, and then let them run through it if it interests them and check it out like that. Our lives could be more fun, like you saying. Get them, and then
Yeah, yeah,
information,
yeah.
important information. We could just do some what you call it, or we could talk about it here and there.
Some regard.
We
Well,
got
I
to
think you,
know.
but
We we,
well, I
we,
think
we,
you're
we
right.
we
I
got to
think you're
know
kind of
what to
right.
do.
I think we should do. I think we should do the recorded ones. Could be more serious topics.
Right.
But the live ones, I think when we go live and shit, I think we should be talking about fun shit. We should be talking about, I mean, interesting, but I'm just saying, I don't want to bore people either, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bore people because motherfuckers easily get bored by that type of shit. And especially
I
if
mean,
they
do
ain't
you want
non-believers.
everybody? Do you want everybody to watch the podcast? I know you want money. Do you want everybody to watch the podcast or certain people that's going under your genre or people that's got views like you? You know what I'm saying? Because if you want everybody, then you,
I want everybody to watch it, but I just don't want us to
of
go
course
into a
we do.
rabbit hole of talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I don't want. I don't think that our podcast should just be built off talking about that. But or we got to
All
get
right, right.
we got to get our coded talk down packed to the T. Because my
So we
thing
need,
is, I'm not finna build this shit up and put all this work in it for them to fucking try to shut us down because we trying to talk
right,
about the truth.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Like
lot of
my
fucking
daddy
hard work
tell
in
me,
the huh?
like Like my daddy tell me, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I mean that saying in this broadcast by me not knowing all the ups, ins, and outs by it, then I could fall for anything because I don't stand for nothing because I don't know what to stand for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning what I stand for. And then eventually we're going to grow into adult on this shit with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But for
yeah,
now, I just want to be aware and looking around, so to speak, and
right,
listening, you know, talking,
right.
but listening, you know, so we can get the information we need as we're giving out information.
Well, I definitely think we're gonna well, you know how we structured it anyway. We said we was going to do like a top or end of the week discussion about what we're going to talk about on the upcoming episodes. Because one thing that
We,
my cousin, I wanted to tell you, one thing my cousin wants to do is he wants to do the sports segment. Like he wants to do a sports segment. He wants to be the one to commentate the sports segment and talk about who's
that's
signing,
cool,
who's
yeah.
this, who's that. So we're gonna have
Good, because
him
I,
doing that.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. We gotta keep it fun. Maybe that's why I was thinking, Mike,
yeah.
when we do the deep talking, maybe we can do it in a
Hmm.
segment. Like Lindsey Wayne's thoughts for the day. Or Lindsey Wayne's feelings
Right,
or something something
right,
with Lindsey Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And then you just take that
that's
moment and go the fuck in, like, you know
boom.
what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, right. Because
And then
I'm like that. Always got deep thoughts. But that sounds good how you put that in there and have it like a little segment like the news or the sports. You know what I mean?
right.
I was going to say something else too. Damn. Boy, I be thinking, I be having all kind of shit on my mind. That's what I'm just gonna start doing too. A lot more meditation. Like everything that I tell people, some and this on me and you, I'm not gonna tell them if I wouldn't do it or if I'm not trying to do it and better myself. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't send you nowhere to do something I wouldn't do.
Right, right, right.
You
That
know.
makes sense. I mean,
So,
that's real shit. I
so
feel like
my
that's
life
how we should do it. We should only talk about shit that we know. Talk about how we feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? If I don't really know about
and
something, I ain't venturing off into talking about it.
I'm just saying the change, whatever you talk
But
about,
we gotta
that
have
change in your
but
life,
we
your
gotta have
personal life.
right. But we
You
gotta
know what I'm
have
saying? So
we gotta have some of
when
everything in
people,
there though, G. We gotta make motherfuckers laugh. We gotta that's why I think
when,
every when you talk everybody who you know what I'm saying, yes, we want everybody to watch the podcast, so we got to have a little bit of
oh,
something for everybody in a
of
sense,
course,
some comedy shit, you know what I'm saying. Of course, when we
right,
doing commentating like this anyway, we're gonna crack jokes and talk shit anyway,
right,
you know what I'm saying.
right. And I want
So
to be relaxed too. I don't want to be so serious all the time. Like motherfuckers
right,
waiting on what's the what's the next thing he gonna say? We don't know. I don't want it like that. I just want to tell you, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Look at
right,
this.
right,
Look at this. This is what I found out. There it is. Accept it or not. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I'm not having you judge me and look at me well 100% of like I'm the news or something. Uh, truth news, even though it's news that's the truth. But I don't want you to look at me like that. I'm just
right,
giving it to you because that's what's in my spirit to do.
right.
Plus, and make a little money off of it. Start doing things that I love in life to make money
All right,
and to get
hey,
business.
all right. Well, look, we're
Uh,
gonna we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. I just wanted to run this real quick and see. I wanted you to be able to get on and log on and make sure you can get on. That way, when we start doing these bitches, we ain't got no issues. That's why I was like, let's do some rough drops, and then we're gonna do a couple more with my cousin on before we like go live
okay.
and do an actual one. Like I'm gonna see tonight. So tonight, as a matter of fact, tonight after he get off
Yeah.
work and get home. I'm gonna hit you, and then we're gonna do one with all three of us on there just to see how it look and how it feel and all that shit. But
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna end this
Yes,
right
sir.
now, and I'm gonna hit you on message.
Okay. I wanted to say one more thing too.
Go ahead.
The music, like in the beginning of it, since we're gonna have it fun, we're gonna need some intro. So we start thinking and and working on music as far as some fun shit to come on before we come out. You know what I'm saying? Shit to catch a motherfucker.
Well,
All
that's
this
what.
shit is
But look, that's why I was trying to tell you about when I was when I made the joke about we come on, and I was saying I was using that as a song, but I'm saying the concept. I was saying how we sang the Mr. Rogers, and then by the time we get
right.
to
Oh,
like the
I
middle,
know.
we like, oh fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
it's the
right, right. I
unspoken
knew.
podcast. You know what I'm saying? Something fun
Right,
to that
right,
effect.
right, right, right.
Or we can get on
Something
that bitch and
simple
start
and
off.
fun.
Here's a story of a lady, you know what I'm saying? And be singing that shit together
Right,
and be like, fuck that. It's the unspoken podcast.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit. I'm just
right.
brainstorming.
I
But we're
know.
gonna talk more. I'm finna hit you on that.
We'll get it together. All right.
All right, all right.